had a snake delivered here for the Department of Health. Now, that snake has been infected by deadly toxins from cancer-infested rats. It's a very dangerous snake. It'll kill anybody it comes in contact with. Are you still there, Donna? That's cool. That's correct. That's cool. That's correct.
That's trash.
The worst. Yeah, exactly. The worst, like, hidden identities ever.
I think we've already started the show, so let me just do the intro.
Okay.
Is that fine? Because I could wax about this for a while. So
this is no better or no worse than any other intro.
Okay, well, we'll just say it. Hello and welcome to That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online and then get together on Skype to break down the crazy. I'm Matt Howell, and I'm joined today by a couple of amazing people that I know. Rob. Hi, Rob.
Oh, yes. Hi.
And this is Rob Hafferman, and then there's John Morgan. And both of you guys have been guests. Hi, John.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. And I'm really excited to talk about our movie tonight. We
oh my gosh.
We kind of started talking about it when we just got connected on Skype.
Yeah, I feel like the pretty much from the get-go we were talking about it.
So
this movie is just
yes,
it is.
So,
it's like I've messaged with you before. This is like stabilizer quality.
So, yeah, John, one of my favorite movies that we've watched, I don't know how many episodes we've done on the show, but one of my favorite ones is The Stabilizer, and it's this Indonesian, I think, 80s kind of Rambo ripoff thing.
Oh, man.
And it's got amazing dubbing. The dude looks, the star was an Australian guy, but he was dubbed amazingly, but he looks like, remember in that Weird Al movie when he did the Rambo spoof?
Yeah.
He looks like Weird Al as Rambo. Like he's got these weird jerry curls. And,
man.
I
thought Robert was just talking like this was something you used to calibrate your engines. Like he was like, this is a stabilizer. We now have a base to go with. Is what I thought he meant.
Well, if it isn't, they should start.
I think it's weird because I am drawn to this blanket term of psychotronica for horror, generally speaking, but some of my favorite episodes have been The Stabilizer and Deadly Prey, which is another amazing 80s action movie. Deadly Prey, John, you've probably seen an animated GIF of it before, of a guy tearing off another guy's arm and then beating him with it. It's one of those kind of action movies. Hilarious. Well, highly entertaining. Anyway, those are two recommended episodes. But that is not... I'm hoping... I feel like we've already got platinum.
That's not what we're here to talk about.
We're gonna spend some gold right here tonight. We're gonna be talking about an Andy Sidaris movie. And Andy Sidaris' films generally fall under... what did he call them? He's a huckster, man. He called boobs, and bullets or something is his term for his...
Yeah, the three Bs. I was reading up on him a little bit.
Yeah. So I didn't know this until I kind of was poking around a little bit about this movie, but I guess he is a respected television guy. Like he did some sports stuff, which comes across in this film. He did TV,
that makes
sports
sense
coverage on
now.
TV, and he did some Olympics like stuff. So he was a dude that has a legitimate resume, and then he started doing these. And
actually, what was it? On one of the things I read, it said he invented what he would refer to as the honey shot during football games, which is when he would like focus the camera on like hot chicks or cheerleaders in the middle of the game.
Wow, that is so obvious when you say that.
Totally. Like I was like, I see where this all came from then.
Yeah, his very delicate, nuanced
approach
to sexuality.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like Spinal Tap, right? Swimming in a sea of retarded sexuality.
The creep factor, like my skin's almost crawling right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, damn, I was entertained with this movie.
Yeah, and I came to this one, I had seen either from Everything is Terrible or Found Footage Festival, one of the two infamous scenes from this movie that is the most ludicrous stuff. I saw the Frisbee scene.
Yeah, that was my guess, was the frisbee scene, and probably my guess is the skateboard scene.
Yeah, which I'd never seen.
I was going to say that's how you contacted me about this movie, Matt.
Yeah. Which one?
Because
Wait,
I had posted. I had shared that clip. I don't know from whom I had seen it first, but I had shared it online, and immediately, like seconds later, it's like, dude, we're gonna do this movie. You gotta come on with us. I'm like, isn't that the most amazing thing ever? Yes, it is. You know.
Yeah, and folks, this is on YouTube. Have we said the name of it yet? It's called Hard Ticket.
No, I don't
to
think we
Hawaii.
have.
We're so excited. We didn't even
actually, I was
introduce it.
thinking while I was watching it, I was like, this should be Hard Ticket to Harassment.
That's what his autobiography should be called.
No, Hard Ticket to Harassment. Yeah, totally.
God.
Oh,
What year did this come out? 89, I'd be guessing.
87, I think. That's what I read.
Oh, that's right, because of the really bad fashion. Okay. Oh, thank you, honey. My wife just brought me a beer. It's been a long day. A beer sounds delicious.
Woot woot.
So I'm just trying to find a coaster. Thanks, honey. Okay, so where was I? Andy Sidaris, right? So have you guys seen anything else by this guy?
Zero.
I will
never.
now.
Okay, so he very cleverly inserted some of his other films into this movie via posters.
Cleverly?
So there's posters on the wall that one's called Stacy with an exclamation point. I think that was one of his first ones. That's late like 79. And then Malibu Express is the one they call out, which is very notorious as well. And really disturbing is that this is an interconnected universe, a la Marvel Cinematic Universe, because the main dude, the guy that was a soap opera actor, his character's name is Rowdy Abilene, and they say when they show the Malibu Express poster, they say something to the effect of, "Oh yeah, Cody retired from whatever, and now he's acting, and his cousin is Rowdy." So the main character from Malibu Express is cousins with Rowdy Abilene for some reason.
There you go. And they refer, and that's the one that, when they crack that joke about his manhood. Is that the same guy?
Yeah, and I haven't seen Malibu Express, so I don't know how well hung he is. So I'm just gonna have to leave that hanging out there, as it were.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know a ton about Sidaris beyond what we've kind of just said. I know this stuff has been packaged like in DVD box sets. The YouTube clip that I watched had an introduction with him and one of his starlets introducing the film.
Oh, really? What does he look like? I have a very specific image in my mind.
Oh, he's in the film. Like. He is the.
Oh, is he?
He's the director of the
He's having dinner with
Yes,
he's having dinner with one of his stars.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, hey, that was last night, and I'm sorry I grabbed her ass."
Oh, the one who's like, she's like, "You almost raped me," and he's like, "Ha ha,
yep,
that was just last night."
That's
him.
Yeah.
That's all right. That is pretty much what I thought he would look like. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, you should see him now. He it's like a picture of Dorian.
He must
Gray.
look like Jabba the Hutt if he kept growing.
That's what I was gonna say. He was like a picture of Dorian
God.
Gray. All of his corrosive grossness just made Jabba the Hutt totally.
Just count the jowls, and then you'll know how old he is.
So,
which is weird because he's 80, so it's a lot of gels.
yeah.
He looks like a very big stack of pancakes.
Or just a human made out of skin tags.
With gravy.
With gravy.
So some of this stuff that I find objectionable in here is kind of because of the dorky sense of humor. This is meant to be fun, right?
Yes.
And it's got really bad jokes in it, and lots of TNA.
Lots of them. Oh yeah.
And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to entertain. And so
it's interesting. Like the best moments and the moments where I genuinely laughed out loud were all specifically physical like moments. But every joke that anyone told, like it was just dead air in my house. Like it was just me staring at the screen.
Oh, they were groaners.
Yeah.
For sure.
Eye rollers. Yeah, and some of them are just straight up offensive. Of a couple of them.
No, totally.
For different reasons. So let's do this, Rob. I don't think you've been on the show for a while. Will you do the Wikipedia synopsis just so folks who haven't seen it yet can just kind of follow along with the very broad strokes of this narrative?
So okay. You want me to do not the one word description?
No. Not yet.
Okay. Quick synopsis. All right. We have actually there's 4 agents, but we start with 2 female agents who are supposedly incognito. They were given new identities. So they are on one of the Hawaiian Islands. They run this, essentially it's like a taxi service with a little Cessna, single engine plane. They stumble across some sort of, and that's one of the things we don't exactly, well, anyways, they stumble across, accidentally, of course, some sort of smuggling ring that's going on, I guess. And once the smugglers find out that it's these 2 undercover agents or these former agents, whatever, that's where the trouble or shenanigans begin.
Okay, so I think I did watch this twice, so I feel like I'm going to mansplain a little bit to you. Actually, they're not both.
Of course, there's also the snake.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other.
To say nothing of the
snakes. So one of them is a DEA agent, and the other gal that loves James Bond is a girl that's in the witness relocation program that she's assigned to protect, but they both are hiding out.
Correct.
As if that. Okay.
And then they call on their 2 current
so they're not both agents.
Friends who are male.
Yeah.
Of course. To come in and help them against these diamond smugglers.
Wait, they're not both agents, though. The girl, the one who's in the witness protection isn't.
Yeah, they're not both agents. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
No. I thought you said they were both agents, sorry.
So that's one of the weird things that we couldn't wrap our head around when we were watching. It was like, so this gal is a witness to a crime, went into hiding, and she has an agent assigned to her. They live together in a house, and they have a false business as part of their hidden thing. They run Molokai Cargo. Yeah, and they even make a point of saying, we're actually turning a profit. So their fake identities are actually turning out pretty well for them. But it doesn't make any... I mean, who has an embedded agent that lives with
like hanging out with the witness protection person and like no, totally, it's fairly involved as far as like the amount of work she's going to for this,
and it sounds like they got like a history too, even before she was like assigned to protect this person.
And for all we know,
I mean, doesn't it sound like they have a longer history than just that particular case, if you will?
Totally.
Yeah.
And they're very comfortable getting in the hot tub with no tops on with each other. So
where they do their best thinking.
Where they do their best thinking.
So, does that kind of cover it? I mean, it kind of does, right?
I think like essentially, like, No, I think it does.
Okay.
The for synopsis, yeah.
So, Rob, you were we usually do in a word where I try and have the folks distill the experience of the film into one word, which we can do, but I'm slowly pivoting away from that to having a sentence, and I'm trying to. What the aim is to have it be like if a really snarky person was able to write their own Comcast, like the description line when you're doing the preview of what a movie is.
Okay.
So basically, one sentence that describes this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my sentence would include the word Ray-Bans because
that's good. That's a good point.
I know mirrored Ray-Bans were abundant in this film. I don't know if they were necessarily one of the items that they were trying to plug or not, but I think they had a prominent role. Let's see. Wow, a single sentence. So, Andy Sidaris is about the 3 B's. They are highly evident. Babes, bullets, and what was the other one? Booze? No.
Boobs, boobs, bullets, babes, boobs, bombs, bullets. I don't remember.
Let's see. Let's see. It's always sunny in Hawaii. It's inflatable dolls, venomous snakes, razor blade frisbees.
Okay.
I like it. John, can you give me one?
Let me think. Let's see. Let me try. Penthouse magazine comes alive and vomits out action movie.
Mine's kind of close to yours. Mine would be something along the lines
that's
of like
good.
action, sexy action movie as written by a fifth grader or something like that. Like it just like even the mechanics of the sex. Like there's a sex scene I was really disturbed by in the last couple reels where Rowdy and what's her name get together and they're loudly amorous and they're being overheard by the other pair in the other room, and he's sitting in a chair and she's kneeling over his chest. And he's just like going, oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, what is she doing?
No, I had a lot of questions about that because as far as I could tell, because her feet was on the ground and she was essentially just leaning against him as far as I could tell.
Uh-huh.
Because he was like back in his chair, but she wasn't performing any act of sort of, oral stimulation or anything like that. She was just kind of leaning on him. And he was just like making these weird noises.
Yeah, so I didn't. That's why it felt like a fifth grader, like someone who doesn't understand the mechanics of sex, where it's just kind of like
totally.
like the kid from that Twilight Zone episode, just force these porn stars, to act out an action movie as far as he would think of it.
Or like when you're like a kid and you have like the Barbie and Ken dolls, and like I remember this because like I had like we would go to like a female like friend's house, like my parents. And like they would take their clothes off and then they would mash them together. Like they would get like Naked Ken and Naked Barbie, and you just fucking smack them together like they were two like sticks.
God, that's sexy.
And like that's kind of what it like that in my head. That's what they think sex is like.
Mm-hmm. That's hence the fifth grader. Like I mean, maybe that's even too old. As a third
maybe
grader,
that's even too old.
as a third grader imagines it. But I do like that Penthouse Form, whatever, comes alive and vomits out an action movie. I think that's my favorite. So one of the first things that struck me was the incredible quote unquote uniforms that the agent and her ward wear, which it's like if you called a stripogram and said send me a
send me a UPS guy.
Send me a stripper Castro. Like that's what they would come dressed up as. Like it made no sense. They're wearing these fatigues, these khakis or whatever.
Like these low-cut shorty shorts, and then like the cut-off arms. I was like, what on earth? Like they don't even get sleeves.
God, it was just utterly bizarre. And my wife Renee kept just saying, like, "We just please pause it and just check if they've done porn. We please just see if they were in porn." Because she's like, they don't have any acting ability. They're delivering these lines like they're frozen carp. So she's like, they have to have come
like
from porn.
Frozen carp.
Like that when we talked about his other film, Enemy Gold, on the show. That's what I was positing. Was like, I feel like these people are porn adult video performers who are trying to make the leap into legitimate film work. And so,
right.
Like this is their big chance. Maybe they even help bankroll it.
Tracy Lords, I think.
Yeah, that type of thing.
I don't know if she was the first, but
well, that's the funny part is Tracy Lords was not a bad actress, who actually came from legitimate porn, like not softcore or anything like that.
No,
Like,
she was
I want to say
Blade.
because I looked up these actresses because I had the same question, and they have hysterical IMDb pages, by the way. Like, because it's all about like when they were playmates, and one of them, I think the main blonde, actually went to the Actors Studio Malibu.
Oh my god!
Like because they have the Actors Studio like in like New York. Well, apparently they have like a wing in Malibu or something like that she went to.
Whatever the Malibu version of James Lipton is. Charles.
Yes, exactly.
I could picture that guy now.
He would look just like the actual director is what he would look like.
I bet he
I couldn't help but notice all of your spreads.
You're right. That's better. I was going to say, he probably looks like the guy that runs the airport or whatever. That creepy Adam West kind of guy, like that.
Yeah.
The guy that's concerned about the snake. He just reminds me of that. Everybody's like got a great uncle like him. Like he always has a pack of Benson and Hedges in his pocket and a gin and tonic.
Oh my God, Benson and Hedges.
And he's always got little gray chest hair coming over the top of his collar.
Yeah, totally over his collar. God. Although really, honestly, that guy was a perfect fucking gentleman in comparison to the rest of the fuckers in this movie.
Right.
He was actually.
Watch out for that actually snake. Concerned for their safety.
Snake in the world.
So, did you have?
He calls him more than once.
Yeah, he's worried about this snake.
He's worried about those guys.
So, folks, the snake subplot is that these girls are running this cover business of cargo shipping between the islands, and a snake crate. One has a diseased snake in it that's supposed to go somewhere for research, and another one's supposed to go to a zoo type of place where it's supposed to be on display for a while. And the crates
Which we
get mixed
never
up.
see in the movie.
Yeah, and
They didn't have that many hand puppets.
yeah, and then so the snake is forever portrayed as basically, if you've seen Ghoulies or any of those '80s movies with the monster puppets, it looks like a hand puppet with rubber, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And slime on it.
Yes, with slime on it.
Takes a good Polaroid though.
It does take a very good Polaroid.
I love that.
It was built for today with the regular selfie. It would be a hit on Instagram.
Oh my god. So I could go on about this mess for days. I thought we should play some audio though.
Yes, definitely.
But before we do though, who was the most annoying person in this movie to each of you?
Oh, fuck, that's a hell of a horse race.
I'm going to start with I don't know if he was the owner of the restaurant, but he was sort of like the host.
Oh, Ashley. He's not. He was the.
Oh, Ashley.
He's the host. Edie, that gal, was the owner.
Edie was the owner.
Okay,
so
but
he was Ashley.
He always had some sort of joke, and he was. I think he was supposed to be comedy relief, but
whereas in fact he was the most offensive thing I've seen in a very long time. Like,
can I support this with audio?
Yes, please do.
Okay, here's Ashley, Rob's favorite character.
Yes, my favorite.
Look at you two. Every shot a postcard. I'm gonna give you the best seat in the house.
Oh, and where's that?
You can sit right here on my face.
Why? Is your nose bigger than your dick?
Just a little bit of
yes,
Sidaris Gold, guys.
Sidaris Gold.
Yes.
So he's like kind of
the ladies were quick with the comeback though.
Yeah, they
were, and there's so much offense. There is I found Ashley wildly offensive, but in terms of the portrayal of the women, I didn't necessarily find it wildly offensive in many ways. Like, they actually did handle themselves, without a lot of saving most of the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great most hated. We'll call that the MHP, the most hated player. John,
yeah.
Who's yours?
Honestly, Ashley, I would say I would have to be tops, but I'll move on from Ashley, and I'll say second hated is the buddy of Roddy or Robbie or whatever the fuck his name
Rowdy.
is. Rowdy, thank you. The buddy of Rowdy.
He is named.
I could not.
He's named Jade.
All right, Jade, I could not stand. That guy's horrible hair. The fact that he always every time he tries to tell a joke or tries to be sexy, it was always super gross. Mm-hmm. He was I don't know. He was pretty awful.
Okay, so just as a little bit of reference here, this guy in multiple scenes had a top knot or man bun or whatever the hell you want to call it. So
somewhere in between, actually.
And then he wore these broad-shouldered linen shirts that were unbuttoned. The bottom was buttoned over your penis was buttoned, and everything else was wide open, showing his shaved bronze chest, oiled chest.
Like he was auditioning for Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, and then he had hammer pants on. And
he was kind of dressed up in kind of kung fu cosplay.
Yes,
but via the filter of the Red Shoe Diaries.
If there is a Dragon Ball Z porn parody satire, he's in it.
He's got to be in it.
Oh,
and I hated him. Let's hear him. So the first time we see Rowdy and Jade, they're on a yacht or whatever. Doing a little
great.
kung fu or whatever, just keeping their chops up. Let's hear just a little bit of that.
Jade, you see these hands? These hands are lethal weapons.
Oh, really?
Confucius say, a man with deadly hands must be very careful or
slapping on aftershave.
This is cinematic rat poison.
No, totally. Like, I feel like you could have cut from that scene to my face with no expression while I was watching it.
I had a little more of that really kind of expression like that I cultivated being a substitute teacher for a couple of years of just like, you can't give them anything because they're just going to feed off it and keep being an asshole. So you just look at them like, really? That's all you got.
Yep. And they probably worked on that.
They did.
Behind the scenes and just said, hey, we got this bit we do. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Okay, so you guys have hit two of my favorites, so I'm going to fall back to my third choice of most hated person, and that would be Sidaris himself. Let's meet him.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you are. And enjoy your lunch.
Charlotte, thank goodness you've decided to come. Charlotte, I'm not just some fast-talking New York television director. I care for you a great deal. Trust me, Charlotte.
You practically raped me last night.
That was last night, Charlotte. This is today. I care for you, Charlotte. I care for your mind. I don't care about your body anymore. I'm not into that.
May I help you?
I'll have a pair of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. Well, can I just point out the fact that like the producer of this film was his wife?
Was it really?
Wow.
Yeah, still. Like I looked. I mean, because obviously after I saw this, I had to look up a few things, like who the fuck is this guy and all that. But like because his wife is apparently the producer of all of his films, and now that he's dead, because he looks like a guy who was going to die relatively young.
Yeah.
Like he looks like a guy with congestive heart failure is what he looks like.
Yes, he really does.
And and apparently his wife is has some kind of website supposedly where she kind of curates the films that he put together with her.
Oh Lord.
There you go.
Oh boy.
The Sidaris Vault. I can just picture it now.
The Sidaris Vault.
Yeah, I wonder how long he's been dead and how many films. How long is his filmography? I think he was pretty active through the 90s.
He was. I get the impression he probably has 10 films is the impression I got.
Huh. I wonder how many we could watch.
I wonder if he has as many films as he had lawsuits against him.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment charges.
God. So, Rowdy Abilene, the male lead, they're actually secondary characters, which I kind of like that the females were the lead, except that then you have to realize it's because that's how you show more tits. So it's not as empowering. But
no, totally.
So he was apparently in Bold and Beautiful, I believe.
Yes.
So I think in the intro I saw on YouTube, Sidaris mentioned that or something to the starlet, and Renee was like, "Oh, well, that kind of gives us a little. There's a real actor in here." And I'm like, "Oh, wait, soap opera actor." So let's hear a little bit of his delivery. This is like the first time you see him, he's cavorting in the Molokai waters with his.
You should get in, Rowdy. The water is great.
Are you kidding? I've got better things to do with my body temperature.
Ugh. That delivery is so fucking grim.
Isn't it
like the flute in the background? Was it flute or is it synthesizer?
Both. I don't know which one it is. I think it's synth flute.
Synth flute. There you go.
Yeah, that's.
God.
How did you like the music for this movie, there, Matt?
I was gonna play. I'm not gonna pretend to be like some fancy pants. I mean, we were all singing. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii. Remember '87? Everybody was singing.
Yeah. No, actually, I kind of enjoyed the theme song. I gotta say, because they went full in.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah, it was something. I just got really hung up on everybody's delivery of every line in this. Again,
there was I feel like there's an editing floor where all of the times where the actor actually delivered it well and they cut that shit out.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were going for the flattest delivery they could possibly have.
Yeah, I think when we first meet the female characters, the agent is making the witness like work out extra hard. I think she's swimming in the ocean or something like that. And then she comes up to shower and she's like, God, you're working me so hard. Let's hear a little of like their first interaction.
Sure. Yeah. God, these early morning hours are killing me. Drug enforcement agents can't afford to get soft. I'm supposed to be soft. I'm a woman. If it wasn't for this arrangement, you'd be a dead woman. At least when I testified against the mob in Vegas, they threatened to kill me quickly. You're taking your time. Look, Taryn, you didn't make such a bad deal with our witness protection program. Well, at least I'm in the island.
That's, I mean,
Surely,
to fix
surely
Ina Cabo. I mean, it's all like, you just keep waiting for hardcore sex to happen, and it just limps through 96 minutes of nobody fucking.
No, totally. Actually, I've noticed something like while I was watching it. It was like no one actually ever touched a boob in this movie. like at no point, like there's a lot of times where there was a guy and there were tits in front of their face, and at no point did the guy actually reach out and put their hands on them.
Yeah, it was like right, just to the side, and then kind of like, did the kind of like the cup right underneath, and then kind of, kind of circumnavigated it and avoided some actual areola grabbing. And...
No, there was zero areola grabbing. No one licked the nipple ever.
They probably had standards,
but it seems sort of weird and kind of sexless for a movie with the boobs are out so much, and yet it seems sort of bizarrely sexless.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like if they
were still taboo. Yeah,
it's like if you were a eunuch or something like that. You worked in a harem in the back. It's just kind of like you're just so. Just like they're just always out. I mean, who gives a shit? Or you work in a strip club. Whatever.
Because like the funny part is like I was so glad that the YouTube, like, I don't know if people, the YouTube has boobs. Like there's like, it has the nudity. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they would like edit it out. But I'm glad they didn't, because like there's a lot of major plot points that happen just while people's tits are out.
That's why I know. I was glad that we found one that had, because I knew there was one that was cleaned up. And yeah, a lot of important things happen. And the boobs are out.
Because the boobs are kind of inconsequential. It's just kind of like, well, this is a movie with boobs, so we'll have boobs out. But meanwhile, we're going to talk about the plot points.
Yeah. Like when the female characters find the diamonds.
Right.
Let's listen to that. They're both naked in the hot tub.
They're both naked at this point.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah. So they already have the diamonds.
These must be worth a fortune. No wonder they tried to kill us. We are in big trouble. You think they know who we are? How many women fly around Molokai in a cargo plane?
One, Kimasabi. I'm getting out of here.
Where do you think you're going where there's not a contract out on your life?
So what are we going to do?
First step's report to Rowdy.
Yeah. And we need to call the park and have them pick up that snake.
Yeah. Let's go.
Honestly, I mean, because like really, like if like someone heard that clip, they would not know there were two naked people in the room. Like
no.
It is not communicated,
so
at all.
The bizarre, I believe they said something about kilos at one point, so I believe it's drugs for diamonds that is happening via a...
That's kind of the assumption I have, yeah. And the fact that the guy's Chinese, the head boss is Chinese.
Yes, so...
Well, we know when we first meet this, I don't know if we can even call him cartel. It's a guy in a yacht. Anyway.
The yacht guy.
Right. But we see two local cops, I think I'm being a little generous, they're going on to like what he assumes is the family business, where basically they grow dope, and he's giving the young buck, some of the ins and outs, and says, hey, if you want to be the big hound around here, basically just know they exist. If you leave them alone, they're good for the local business. They've been doing it forever. They're basically harmless. La da 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 da. And that's when they stumble upon, Ray-Bans and his crew, the guy with his pickaxe digging a hole in the ground for God knows whatever reason. I don't know why.
Maybe they're digging the diamonds up on the island? Is that like where the diamonds come from?
I don't know. There's like one guy with a pickaxe digging a hole. I was just like, what the hell is that guy doing?
Don't you know that's where heroin comes from? As you dig it out of the ground.
Leaning against the dirt bike, and there's another guy on his little quad racer, his ATV, and and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't look like the family. Let's get out of here!" So they go running away. They trip over some snare traps, so they're hanging upside down in a tree. I'm just like, okay, great. And then immediately out of nowhere, the same guy that was leaning on the dirt bike is standing in front of them. Don't know how he teleported there so quickly, but there he is. And guns him down with his mirrored Ray-Bans and his two.
No, totally. And his Uzi, because there's something about like an Uzi that means
with the
80s.
Silencer. Yes.
Yes. If you see an 80s movie, there's always going to be an Uzi.
So somehow, as Rob was talking about, this used to be a small, no harm, no foul little family weed operation that got taken over by Seth. So Seth is he's a mini boss in this movie.
Yes.
And he's like every 80s movie has a vaguely kind of Central American accent. And his name's Seth for some reason.
Almost like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And so apparently they turn the marijuana into heroin or something. And then they trade it with this guy named Chang via a small remote control helicopter for diamonds. So the girls intercept these diamonds by mistake, and then they don't even open one of the packages. They get to throw a throwing star at some of the Seth henchmen, and then they open up the package. They wait until they even take the snake off of the plane and put it in the cargo hold, and then get naked and get in the hot tub, and then they open the thing that they almost died getting, and realize. So like John was saying, if you had the TV version of this, you wouldn't know where the hell. You wouldn't even know there was diamonds.
No, totally, you wouldn't have any idea.
It's baked into the story. The nudity is baked into the plot. It is so weird.
It's both structural to the movie and yet inconsequential to the movie.
Which is everything in this film. This film is like a house of cards. No, that takes too much skill. It's just like a bunch of matchsticks made into a teepee of just facts. It makes no sense. Like the snake thing made no sense. It's this weird incongruous horror element. Like
absolutely.
They in addition to taking the snake, one of the things they have to transport is a honeymooning couple, and they take him to this beach and say, "We'll be back to get you tomorrow." And then the snake gets out and eats these people and takes this great Polaroid picture. I mean, it's this great Polaroid pic of them, but this snake is completely diseased, and oh my god, we have to listen to so they don't realize they have the wrong snake. Let's listen to when the guy on the walkie-talkie explains the problem with the snake.
We had a snake delivered here for the Department of Health. Now that snake has been infected by deadly toxins from cancer-infested rats. It's a very dangerous snake. It'll kill anybody it comes in contact with. Are you still there, Donna?
Yeah, Dixon.
All right. Now, my loaders made a mistake. You have the wrong snake. Do you hear me? The wrong snake.
No, we don't.
Don't tell me. I'm telling you, that snake, don't do anything don't get near it.
Dixon, we don't have the snake. It got loose.
Dixon.
Do you think he just made that up on the spot about, being infected with cancer infested?
Actually, I want to point out that guy's delivery is the best delivery in this movie.
I know.
Oh my God, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
You got the wrong snake, you hear me? You got the wrong snake.
How did he end up on Molokai?
Fuck if I know.
I'm just
what's he doing, constantly, what's he doing getting diseased snakes in? Is really the question.
I know.
Cancer snakes. Cancer snakes are rough.
God, so this was like one of the first snakes on a plane.
It was a trailblazer, a pioneer, as it were, of the snakes on the plane
They weren't
genre.
on the plane very long, though.
So,
well, they were just getting started, man. You got to time to develop it.
So can I play a particularly unpleasant little bit from one of the later sex scenes we were talking about? That was the inexplicable position.
Yes.
So here's something that I found troubling.
So tell me, what do you feel?
One man's dream is another man's lunch.
You son of a bitch.
I think I get it.
That line doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay, good.
I'm just,
I thought it was
I'm
just
just
me.
laughing at that music too. I mean, it's just
Yeah, the romantic. Oh my god, that line doesn't make any fucking sense. I feel like that is a punchline that no one figured out.
Okay, good. I thought it was just me.
It was awful.
I was troubled
And
by it
then,
because
like-
I didn't know what it meant. I thought maybe there was,
maybe he heard it from somebody else and really was repeating it so somebody would tell him what it meant
He
because
probably heard it from Jade.
You probably did hear from Jade. That sounds like something Jade would have said.
So I don't know if I finished it. I kind of ran out of time making clips for this because it was a little bit of a work. I was working on what I was calling the Bond-tage. Of every time that Becky, or no, whoever her name is, mentions James Bond, I did save it while it was in progress. Let's see how far I got. She was really into James Bond. Annoyingly enough.
We've got a great imagination, Tim.
Well, I do have a whole new identity to develop and a lot to forget.
Yeah? And out of all the actors who played James Bond, who do you like best?
I'd give them all equal time. Donna, your dad will be proud of you. You hit that creep in the face with one shot. Not bad. Of course, James Bond would have shot all three. But hey, who's counting?
Right. Then he'd casually stroll in here and jump our bones.
Yep, me first, of course.
Then she
Yes.
orders her martini a la James Bond at Edie's bar, and then Jade makes that same martini, but just by putting a lemon wedge in his mouth and pouring vodka in. So that was what I didn't get to. Sorry.
Oh, right. Yeah, and that was...
Jade just being a dipshit.
Did he originally ask for like a drink that wasn't that strong, but then he grabs the bottle of vodka anyways?
He says,
Yeah.
he says something light or something like that. And she says, "Oh, we have we have Coke and we have like lemon lime soda," and he was like, "No, vodka." Because he's the funny wacky
Which I
guy.
think was supposed to be ironic or funny.
Right.
Yet, once again, like, hit the floor,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
like a stone.
Yeah. So
I feel like maybe the director didn't really know how wit works. Is kind of the impression I get. Like,
So to me, Andy Sidaris is basically like, oh shit, what's his name? The guy that was in Men in Black that was like the alien that like takes the farmer's skin. It's like he just showed up on Earth like a year before this movie was made, and it was just kind of like, I read some penthouse for him. I went to like a men's bathroom at a park. I think I figured this out. I can write a movie.
I think I know how movies work.
I don't know.
But I would like to point out that there's some enormously funny shit in this.
Okay, share.
All right, so like for instance, the scene with the guy on the skateboard,
Oh man.
Which is a visual
like
thing.
I mean,
so you gotta
which is a
explain
visual
it.
thing. All the jokes are visual for me, or all the funny moments are all visual for me. But they're all very, I mean, like wildly over the top. Like the guy on the skateboard, like why he's holding a blow up doll, I still don't know to this
To
day.
hide the gun. Duh.
Oh, is that what it was? Was it to hide the gun? I just thought that was obvious to somebody. I appreciate that. And then they blow him up with a bazooka. I was not expecting the bazooka. The bazooka, in no way, shape, or form did I see that coming.
I appreciate that he blew up the skateboarding assassin with a bazooka and then proceeded to blow up the blow-up doll with a bazooka as well.
Yes, exactly. Because he had another. I guess because he had 4 shots
No
in
favorites. No favorites.
Yeah.
it.
Let God sort him out. Good Lord.
And they just use that bazooka like it's a standard, sidearm or something through the rest of
No,
the movie.
totally.
So, but this thing was like, so Rowdy and Jade are going to meet the girls, and they're driving across the island, and one of the villains does a handstand, and he's weaving, slaloming back and forth
Yeah.
past them, and they're like, huh, that's weird. And then he gets to the other henchman. There's a
He's
blow-up
like
doll
little
in the
Subaru
Jeep.
Brat.
Somehow
Yeah.
they take a shortcut and get in front of the guys again.
Right.
And then he takes like a submachine gun and the blow-up doll and does a second pass. And that's when he gets blown up. It makes, makes no sense. After almost killing Jade, I would have really appreciated if he just finished the job, but whatever. Oh my god! Oh my god! I blocked something out. I blocked out the drag queen spy.
Yeah, no, totally.
Shit.
The cross-dressing double agent.
Oh my god. So I wasn't entirely sober when I watched this the first time, and I was fucking tripping out on this character. I was like, "That's a man, right? Renee, is that a man? That's a man. Is that a man? That's a man. That's a man. That's a man. That's a man. That's got to be a man. Is that a man?" And then finally, the big reveal wasn't that surprising, but it was really disturbing.
It was definitely unexpected. It was an unexpected element. Like there were a few genuinely there were surprises in this movie for sure. I was not expecting there to be a cross-dressing double agent in it. I wasn't expecting bazookas, I wasn't expecting razor blade frisbees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like you said, and they for no other reason, they were just in the film as, I think, just to keep people confused or guessing. Really,
weren't they money shots?
Because we're talking about them now for this podcast, right?
Almost
how
20
many years?
20 years later.
Yeah.
30 years. Holy shit. Is it 30
yeah,
years?
87. Yeah, 30 years later.
Yeah.
See, it worked.
But what do they really do to tell the plot of the story? Nothing.
Zero. But that's okay. I'm glad they're in there because the plot was pretty shit.
Oh my god, they're so out of left field. It's hilarious.
For instance, was it my favorite? The frisbee scene, which
right.
I don't know if you want to describe the frisbee scene.
I think you have to, and I also have a clip that I wanted to play around that. But Rob, I feel like you should deliver this baby.
The frisbee scene?
Yeah.
Well, the frisbee scene is it's first contact, but they've sort of cased it out. It's like, oh man, this place is highly guarded. How are we ever going to get in there? It's like, oh wait a minute, that guy seems to like to throw some disc or play some B. It's like that's it. That's how we're going to get in. It's like, okay, so you go ahead and distract him. So it's all right. So she goes up and she starts to practically flashing her her tits at him and stuff. And the other guy's like, hey, I think we should be going in here right now. And the other guy's, obviously your real test of manhood or worth is by tossing a good bee or a good frisbee. So he's like, hey, I got a frisbee here for you. So he starts playing frisbee with this guy, one of the armed guards, mirrored Ray-Ban man.
Shades.
Exactly.
Because, of course, that's his nickname.
Yeah.
And then he says, he's like, hey, come on. You could do better than that. He's like, all right, I really got a hot one for you, or something like that. So he reaches back into his bag where, of course, it is now lined with razor blades.
Yep.
And physics take a holiday.
He rears back, tosses it, and like a scene out of the Road Warrior where the guy catches the boomerang, zoink. There go his fingers. Except not as, graphically detailed, but and
embeds into his neck.
And into his neck. It's a death shot.
And into his neck.
So
yes.
I love.
And then what I loved is after that moment, the agent, or was it Robbie or Roddy?
Rowdy.
Roddy pumps his fist and goes, yeah.
Yes. That was so. The guy's lost his fingers.
That made me laugh so hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did it. So I wanted to play a little bit that exchange that Rob just described, where Shades, basically Rowdy, kind of uses this chick to get into a little throwing, and then dismisses her, and then this whole exchange happens where the murder happens. But I love the lingo, he's a thrower. It almost sounded like, the skating movies in the 80s where you have to have all the cool terminology, It was like that.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
This really this really awkward ham-handed kind of way of making it sound like there's a whole subculture around this. So let's.
Yeah, there's a whole
and-
bee subculture.
I've not played a lot of frisbee in my life, but clearly these people have played less frisbee than I have.
Yeah, I know. They're like 12
I mean, just
feet
watching
apart.
them, he's just like, hey, look at me do this trick. I can put it between my legs. Hey, spin it around. Well, I could almost spin it on my finger if I wanted to, of course, and it's just like, oh my God.
Oh, and before I play this little snippet, I also love that whenever Shades gets really like into a little bit of throwing, he has a little blankie with 4 rocks on the corner set down to put his machine gun on so no sand gets in it. Did you guys notice that? He has a little bed for his machine gun.
He has like a specific blankie to keep his Uzi on.
Yeah. Okay, here's the scene where he's called a turkey and then he dies. Or he gets called that dude a turkey.
Hey, Colleen, who's that turkey with you?
He's just a thrower.
Sorry, Buster. You ain't allowed here. Take off.
Hey, lighten up. We're just throwing.
Oh, yeah? Let's see you throw one. How about you get lost?
What do you mean?
I mean it. Move out. Now. Hey, Colleen. Got a great ass.
So do you, Pilgrim.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, her name is Colleen. Shades clearly says, hey, Colleen, who's this turkey? And then Rowdy says, hey, Corleen, or Crowleen. Did you notice that? I had to rewind it like 3 times. Like, he can't say Colleen? Obviously, he's a soap actor if he's that thick.
Yeah, seriously.
God.
Oh, man.
I didn't mention one little thing, guys. This is well, first of all, That's Cool, That's Trash has been invited to join a podcast network called The Quadratic Equation, which is being formed right now. And there's a bunch of really cool podcasts in there. And to kind of kick off and celebrate this new venture, we are doing an Andy Sidaris pod crawl. So all of us are taking on a Sidaris film. I'm the first one on this one, so Hard Ticket to Hawaii is the first one. So if you're a new listener who is here, sent to us, because you're a listener to one of the other shows, thank you so much for coming in and checking it out.
Aloha!
Aloha! Yes, the adventure continues with Picasso Trigger on Rogue Riffers. That will be next, and then it will move on to all the other shows, and they'll all be doing their own Sidaris B3 or 3B or whatever the hell it is. So welcome, and thanks for checking it out. And on that note, I would also like to play a little spot for Rogue Riffers.
Here at Stuffed Up University, students are exposed to only the finest art, literature, and music. But this summer, there's a new group on campus.
Smells like paint in here.
The Rogue Riffers. They just don't seem to have the same respect for film.
Oh, God, that movie broke me.
You're like Night of the Demons. You can eat it.
Other cultures.
So it is a vampire.
Okay, so like your wife is a vampire and she wants you to convert to vampirism and you're not sure, so you're doing the classes. You don't know if you're going to do the confirmation.
I don't want to have an adult bat mitzvah.
Music.
The name of the band is Reggie B. and the Jizz Whalen Ya Doggies. The 1996 album Fool's Paradise features tracks like She Does It Real Good, Oh No Not Again, Did It Feel Alright, and Have You Seen It?
Well, that's,
I feel like that is the concept album that describes a sex act gone terribly wrong.
Yeah, sorry, I was jizz wailing so hard that flew out the window.
Or even each other.
Hey, you turds done.
I don't know.
Find them in theaters or in your earphones this summer. You can also go to rogueriffers.wordpress.com or search SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play. Rogue Riffers are an integral part of the Quadratic Equation.
It's been in my head all goddamn day.
At least it was catchy. I mean, I'll give it that.
Yeah. Fucking 80s. I just have a knee-jerk reaction. If I see a helicopter or an Uzi, I just immediately get irritated because it makes me think of the 80s.
It does. There's actually a lot of things in here that are kind of like symbols of the 80s. Like,
oh God, yes.
The nunchucks.
Yep.
Nunchuck. Oh, that's a good one. There's nunchucks.
Yep.
Yeah. There's nunchucks. There's Ray-Bans. Specifically, those kind of gigantic ones that like sort of cover the majority of the face.
With the mirrors. Yep.
The mirror shades. Yeah, exactly. What is it? The Uzis, the helicopters, those bikini cut, like,
oh my God.
you know, or like, no, those like sort of like up to the butt, like sort of like, you know, sort of bikinis.
Oh my God, that really upset my wife. That Rowdy was wearing panties, what she called them. He's wearing panties.
No, totally. I mean, like everybody was wearing, like everybody wanted to show off as much ass cheek as possible.
The blue Speedo the guy's wearing at the beginning of the movie.
Those are panties.
Yeah.
She will insist those are panties.
What was with that weird dubbing too? I mean, even throughout the whole movie, that it seems like the dubbing is really weird.
That's actually really interesting because when I first saw it, I stopped it.
Especially when it started.
And I looked it up to see if it was foreign.
Yeah.
Because the dubbing is so weird.
No, in the first few
scenes. I was like, is this Swedish?
Yeah, in the first few scenes, it's all ADR audio. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe he forgot to press record on the tape machine on the site.
I don't know, but it was.
He was overwhelmed by the sexiness of it all.
But something was,
So it was nice of him to insert himself and put that weird sports TV bit in with the football players.
Yeah, Jimmy John.
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
Oh yeah, and the vitamin thing.
The vitamin thing, because I really also I thought it was weird. Like I thought that guy was going to be like a villain or like a clown character, and then he ends up like banging one of the leads, which I thought was super weird because I felt like I immediately hated him.
And did something get cut out in the editing room where he actually joins up with them, or did he just? I feel like they killed Seth, and then they have to go after Chang, whatever the main boss is, and then he's just in the limo with them or something. Did I miss something?
Yeah, that's all. I was like, why is he here?
Yeah. Okay. I think something got cut out because
I think somebody did.
There's a key
also
scene
because at the end on the boat, they were all like, you know, they're talking about the fact that she has the diamonds or she knows where the diamonds are. And she says, well, they're all like, well, we've got to give it out because we're all agents. She's like, you're all agents and Jimmy John is there, but I'm not. Does that mean Jimmy John was a secret agent?
Jimmy John.
No. He's so beneath them. He hasn't killed anybody.
That's true. Everybody else killed somebody.
Even doesn't she take a bazooka out she blows up a fucking helicopter. Oh, and it's another James Bond thing I missed. Oh, I have a clip of that. Hold on.
Oh, wow, far out! James Bond did that and Live and Let Die. That was really gnarly. Gnarly, Terrence? This isn't make-believe. It's real life. Isn't that right, numbnuts?
I love it when you talk dirty.
Yet another joke that fails.
Yeah.
I thought that was the weirdest, most tone-deaf moment. Like, because she was like, "This is real life." Like, because you see that in movies sometimes that are supposed to usually it's a bad idea, but it's meant to be like, we need to all take this very seriously.
Ground you.
Yeah, it's supposed to ground like the watcher and be like, this is all like, there's a human lives at stake here.
Yeah.
This is the wrong movie for that. Once you've blown up a dude with a bazooka, you don't get to go like and the blow up doll. You don't get to be like, and human life is precious. That can't be your moral.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it. God.
Totally.
I'm running out of clips.
Well,
here.
they were shooting at her, so
Yeah, and there was one moment where when Edie is kidnapped by Seth and they're kind of gearing up to go get her, and whoever the witness, I'm sorry I didn't learn the two girls' names. I don't think Andy would care. When they're she's like getting guns and shit, and the agent's like, I can't ask you to come with me, and she's like, hey, they're my friends too, or whatever. And I was like, no, she legally, literally cannot ask you to go with her. You don't understand. You can't go, you dipshit. But she didn't care. Friendship's more important than federal law.
No, absolutely.
God, that was weird. It was like a porny Scooby Doo, like with some
A little
shield
bit,
thrown
yeah.
over it.
Well, a little more murderous, like a homicidal, porny Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Like, there's something I've noticed, like in films, whenever I watch from a certain era, and I'm looking at it, and I'm always sometimes I'm kind of confused. Like, I was watching what was it, 3 Days of the Condor recently, and I was like, why is it that like I watch these movies and they seem more grounded or they seem more specific to place to me than movies I watch now? Which I was trying to figure out because I couldn't figure because it's just like a spy movie. But for this movie, I kept thinking like, why are those breasts 80s breasts?
Yeah, totally.
Because I kept looking at it being like, those are 80s breasts. Like I don't see those breasts anymore. But they show up a lot in movies from the 80s.
Isn't it kind of like coral reefs or pubic hair? Like they're going away, man. They're gone. Like natural breasts are just like that was the last era of natural breasts.
That's the real reason the coral reefs are disappearing.
But I was like, is it the way they're shot? Is it the way they're like the clothes? I couldn't figure it out.
No, it was something magical in this water in the 70s and 80s.
The breasts look like that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Good times. I do have a little. We're kind of winding down clips here. I didn't think I'd have enough. I mean, I thought I had way too many, but this thing just really needs it. So, at one point, the James Bond obsessed girl, has a Malibu Express poster up because Andy Sidaris can't help but promote himself. He's like, he makes Stan Lee look very modest. So here's that scene, and we hear about Rowdy's cousin.
I don't believe it. You have another spy movie poster? And in German yet?
Yeah, it's a real killer, isn't it?
Taryn, you have a Malibu Express poster hanging over your bed.
The store threw it in for free. I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
We don't hear much from Cody anymore since he left the agency to become an actor.
Well, he and Rowdy are cousins, right?
Yeah. They're both adorable, but just a little bit flaky, you know?
So tell me the truth, Don, about Rowdy. How's his stuff?
Great. He's got 4 inches.
4 inches? That's not so hot.
Yes, it is. I measured him from the ground up.
I'm going to put these in the freezer. After all, it is ice, isn't it?
So, yeah. Limping into the final lap there.
Yet another dead joke.
Yep. God damn.
That was shortly after the hot tub.
There was a live joke in there.
I mean, honestly, I think you're right. None of the scripted jokes landed at all. They were all either unintentionally hilarious or just sight gags that actually were funny because they just were bizarre.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, it was so absurd that you couldn't help a laugh. Like,
oh, there was also
or like when the snake comes out of the toilet. That was another good one.
Oh my god! Did they end up using a bazooka on the snake?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ! So everything got shot with a bazooka in this movie.
No, that's a good point. The bazooka was used not a little. It was definitely. It wasn't generally used, like you said, like a sidearm.
Yeah, Rowdy says I can't hit a movie.
Python with these gigantic fangs on it.
God.
And like you said, it was clearly a hand puppet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But, yeah, there was just enough length of it for the arm to fit in. That was
right.
it.
It would get that weird, like kink and bend, in its neck.
Wherever the elbow is.
Whenever it would bend, because clearly you could tell that was like a human wrist underneath there. That was contorting.
It looks so good in the test footage. Damn it!
I'm sure it did.
So, and this also, I feel like there was also kind of an 80s connection of like, they have to go take out Mr. Chang, whatever his name is, and well, they actually used normal sidearms in that one, but you had
he
to. He
pulls out the bigger gun, of course.
Yeah, but but you had to fall out of like a penthouse onto the sidewalk for some reason. Like, if you dealt drugs and he rose to the top, literally and figuratively, because of some type of sinful endeavor, then you had to fall and land right on the street, man. Right? Thanks, Scarface.
Symbolically.
Yes, thanks, Howard Hawks.
Yeah, exactly.
And that and like that whole big bad final scene, excuse me. It was just like was kind of underwhelming. I mean, compared to everything else that they had to go through.
Once you had to shoot once you shot a toxic snake's face off with a bazooka, I feel you should probably shut the shit down.
Rats. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they killed. Yeah, there's Seth.
Because there was like the big bouncer bodyguard, right?
But it's all
dispatched him.
It's all like denouement at that point. I mean, after you literally, they blew up a chopper with a fucking bazooka, and then they blew up a giant puppet boa constrictor. Right. Anything after that is just going to feel like
it doesn't matter anymore, does it?
It's just over.
No, totally.
I mean, unless they somehow made him inflate like that villain in Live and Let Die or something, and then blew him up with the bazooka or something. I mean,
I thought you meant like
what could you do?
I thought you meant Wind from Big Trouble in Little China. Explode. Okay, so I think we're ready for final thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rob, what do you think? And what worked for you? What didn't?
Oh man. Well, you could probably, I was, throughout I probably was showing my hand here, but
you can go ahead.
Worked? Yeah. I mean, the sight gags. Obviously, the bazooka, the inflatable doll, the Subaru Brat, the Ray-Bans on everybody.
And Hawaii, actually, weirdly, Hawaii itself.
They were in Hawaii, and it was beautiful. I mean, the terrible music, of whatever reason, it worked. The UPS outfits, as you call them, Matt. The frisbee gag was awesome. What didn't work? Obviously the jokes. They were so you couldn't even do that stuff on vaudeville. If it still existed. They were just
it would be all tomatoes for you, pal.
I mean, even the janitors back there sweeping up probably wouldn't tell those jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the jokes, even though it was supposed to be comedy, but you could tell there was like a certain spirit that everybody was carrying around in their hearts, and you could tell there probably actually was
cocaine.
Yeah, well, maybe. But you could tell there was probably actually like that stupid gag where the guy was like trying to, emulate Bruce Lee and with the and all that. It's like, in my heart of hearts, I'm thinking like they probably worked on that together. God bless them, but it's terrible. But but they probably actually do get along. And it's like, and you can kind of sense that, even if it is just like people you probably don't want to hang out with. But I don't know. I like a sense of camaraderie, I think, on the film too that kind of comes through.
No, totally. You definitely get the impression I actually did get the impression they kind of liked each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
If you do that much coke and have that much sex with people, you just kind of bond regardless of what.
No, totally. I wonder if
you saw
their
Boogie
sex
Nights,
was actually
right?
sexy.
Yeah. Oh, Boogie Nights.
So Rob, is this cool or is this trash?
This movie is way cool.
Nice.
I really this movie just because so many things it was so incongruous. It was like you said, they took an 80s lexicon and they said, we got to put this in the movie. We got to put this movie.
Yeah.
We got to put this in the movie. Even if it was all shoehorned in there, then put in some sort of fuzzy pumper barbershop with some gelatin and you squeeze it together and you got this big clumpy mass, but it's a final product. It's all in one piece.
It is.
Here you go.
It's technically a movie.
There you go. It's finished.
I accept your judgment. John, I need your final thoughts and judgment.
Honestly, obviously what did not work was the acting, the dialogue, things that I normally hold in fairly high regard. That being said, what it does extremely well is, one, it surprised the shit on me on numerous occasions. Like, it genuinely did things I had no idea it was going to do to me, which is always a great way to win my heart. The fact that it is this preserved mass of 80s-ness. You know, like, I mean, there were outfits that, like, Jimmy John wears that were, like pink and blue stripes, like, or pink and teal stripes. God. Like, that was like, who the fuck would wear that? Like, but they would in the 80s, like the haircuts, the Ray-Bans, all of it. And there's just, you know, the amazing sort of opening song.
Yes.
I actually, honestly, like, it really does feel kind of like this cartoonish, like, preserved version of the 80s. And in addition to the Playmate models, because that was a time frame where, like, people were still paying attention to that. It was like, oh, she's the August, like, you know, like 86 Playmate.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's going to be something someday, I'm certain. You know, like, and like, and so I will actually go with cool in this case, because it is very, I don't know, it is
a time capsule for sure.
It is kind of a time capsule in a sense, almost better than some of the other actual 80s movies that are much better movies.
Yeah. Like St. Elmo's Fire.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Less than zero.
No, it's missing the sexy sax though.
Yeah. And I still think they could have got Rob Lowe in here. I'm a little disappointed about that. But.
I'm pretty. I don't see why they couldn't.
Okay, so I agree with you guys for the most part. I still don't like Andy Sidaris, and I still think he's a pig. And I still think that this movie is super stupid. But despite all of those things, it was entertaining as hell. It was surreal, unintentionally surreal as all get out.
Oh my God. Yes.
And 30 years later, we're still talking about it and watching scenes of it on the internet.
Right.
This is a cool movie. I mean, it's a trip, and it's entertaining. I was not entertained. You know, so
no, absolutely.
For me, it is definitely cool, begrudging cool, but cool nonetheless.
Begrudging cool, you know. As long as as long as the movie does not bore you, I feel I'm willing to give it a chance.
I was not bored at any time.
At any moment.
No.
I mean, there'd be a beautiful shot of a beach in Molokai, and then there'd be a terribly written and terribly woodenly delivered line, and then there'd be boobs, and then there'd be it was just an embarrassment of riches, of stuff like a cornucopia, a horn of plenty,
and then like there were
cliches.
sumo wrestlers,
and
oh my God,
I mean, we didn't even talk about how she
were they really
Spanish
sumo wrestlers though?
No, they were not. I can tell you that for a fact.
No, they were not. So we got 3 cools here. So hopefully that gets people motivated to go out there and check this out on YouTube and watch the one that's 1 hour and 36 minutes. Don't watch that 122-minute one or whatever, because guess what they did? They took out the boobs, and as we mentioned earlier, you're going to get lost. The boobs are the map of the plot here. I mean, you gotta, if there's a boob, something important's happening.
Whatever plot there is, but yes.
Yes, however vague. Great. For the next time, I'll actually probably be doing a little bit of a solo thing. I've never actually watched, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the series, but there's a loosely connected series of films, I think they're Filipino, called the Blood Island films, that a guy named Romero, not George Romero, that did, and they feature like John Ashley, who was kind of a washed-up teen star, and there's like Brides of Blood, and they're all kind of drive-in fare, and they're kind of notorious and beloved at the same time. So I'm going to do like an episode that's just capsule reviews of all of those, just kind of probably an hour long, and just cover like the canonical ones, because there are some
not like not like your Superman series, or
no, that was nervous breakdown inducing. That was no. This is something that's, I'm gonna have a safe word for this one.
Subscribe to the podcast, folks, and find out what I'm talking about.
Yeah, please check out the 3 Superman episode I did in the fall. It was something.
Sanity roll.
Yeah, sanity roll. That's a good. I did lose my mind a little bit on that one. Okay, so I'll be coming back soon for that one. Also in the works, I'm probably going to break one of the key rules of That School That's Trash and do a TV show. I'm thinking about having Joe and another buddy of mine come on and talk about a little show called Small Wonder. We're going to watch the pilot of Small Wonder and try and break that down, which is disturbing and bizarre. And and then I'll throw in some something else a little sleazy. I got some really sleazy stuff. I thought I'd take a break from hard sleaze, but I think I'm going to go back in after that stuff. So that's that. Rob and John, thank you so much for being on. I had a great time talking about this crazy movie with you guys.
Oh my God. Thanks for having me on again. I would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, I love talking to you guys, and I love talking about weird movies, so it was a great evening for me. Folks, please check out the Podratic Equation. We're still getting the website up, and we're still getting all the affiliates kind of locked down, and we don't even have a stinger for the end of this podcast yet, so it's that new. It's still steaming and sticky. But it's coming, and please check out the Andy Sidaris Podcrawl. So go to Rogue Riffers and check out Picasso Trigger, which was the film Sidaris did after this one, I believe, in 1988. And there was also a pretty cool indie rock punk band called Picasso Trigger that was around for a few years in like 89, 90. So I think they probably got their name from this, I'm guessing. Anyway, so check that out. And you guys, thanks again so much. I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
So, hey, for That School, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Rob Hafferman.
I'm John Morgan.
And you folks out there, stay trashy.
That's cool. That's right. That's cool. That's right. That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
The snake is gone! Where is it?